What's up, traders? So today I'm going to show you a stock that I've been wanting to buy for a very long time, but it has finally dropped to my price level. So I'll show you the option strategy that I'm going to use in order to take advantage of this opportunity. Now, if you're new to the channel, my name is Rashad. I am a full-time options trader and I bring in multiple six figures a year from the stock market. And I have a wife and 6 kids, and I use the money I make from the stock market in order to pay for our entire lifestyle. Now, before we get started, the first thing I need you to do is hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It will help me out tremendously. And do remember that I am not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice. All trading comes with risk, and I'm just showing you how I built wealth over time. Now, before I tell you what stock I'm referring to when we get to the option strategies, I want to give a huge shout out to a few members of the community. So within the community, we have 2 separate groups. We have one group for busy employees, professionals, business owners, and retirees who are looking to make weekly, bi-weekly, and monthly income without having to look at the stock market several times a day. And then we have our 0 DTE group, which are the individuals who want to focus on day trading. And I just launched the 0 DTE group about 3 weeks ago after I took a few years to perfect my process. But I mean, the members in this group are killing it. And so I want to show you here. So every single day after day trading, I post my results. And then typically several other members of the community post their wins as well. And so we can see just yesterday, I said today was too easy. We rode the market all the way down. And then I give some information that I have to blur out because it's only for the members of the community. We're 40 minutes till closing time, but I made $1,150 today. Then we can see member Lejo said he made $340 today. Then we'll scroll down. Ramon said, amazing, keep it up, which I don't know why he didn't post how much he made that day because he did an amazing job as well. And then let me show you this. Now, I've been anxiously waiting for the day where one of our members makes more than I do off of my trades. And I can officially say now that we are 3 weeks into it, we officially have our first member who made more than I did during the day. And he even posted a screenshot. Let me see if I can click on it. But you can see there, he made $1,415. So that's amazing. That's what I like to see. Only thing I love more than winning is knowing that I put other people in position to win as well. But that's enough of that. Let's get down to business. The stock that I'm looking to trade immediately is ticker symbol TTD, the Trade Desk. Now, if you're not familiar with the Trade Desk, they are essentially a digital advertising company. So you could kind of think of them in the same wheelhouse as like a Google or a Facebook. However, they're a little different. When companies advertise with Facebook per se, they are limited to just the Facebook platform. However, with the Trade Desk, when companies advertise with them, your ads can show up anywhere on the entire internet. And they use their data and AI in order to match the company's ads up with the best possible buyers. So instead of being stuck to one platform like Facebook or like Google, you have the entire internet at your disposal. So let's take a deeper dive into the company. All right, so we can see it is currently $54 and is up 1% today. And it is currently a $26 billion company that is currently bringing in about $2.5 billion annually in revenue and then about $400 million in net income. Now, this chart shows the last 3 years, and this is a company that I've been wanting to buy for a very long time. However, you can see since about January of 2023, it has pretty much just gone in an upward direction for the most part. However, if we look over here, we can see as of recent, and let me move this to a 1-year chart. So now we're looking at the 1-year chart, but you can see it gapped down pretty huge. So in one day, it went from a closing price of $122 to the next day closing at $81. And this was the result of earnings. And really just to get straight to the point, this is a good example of investors overreacting. Although their numbers were good and the company is showing amazing growth, they gave forward guidance that was slightly lower than what analysts had been predicting. And when it comes to earnings, it's not about what you did for me lately. It's about what you'll do for me in the future. All right, every investment is the present value of all future cash flow. And so since they said, we're going to do a little bit less than what you've been expecting, the stock sold off greatly. And it's pretty much been going down ever since. Now, some of this recent selling has been fueled by some recent rollout issues on a new platform that they have. But in my eyes, that is just short-term issues, and we are going to take advantage of this opportunity. All right, but we can see it hit a high of about $141 just in December of 2024, and now it's currently at $54. So this is a possibility for a huge discount, but let's look at some of the fundamentals of the company. All right, so here we can see the numbers from the income statement. You can see here that their revenue is growing every single year. The year ending 2020, they did $836 million. Year ending 2021, 1.1 million, then 1.5 billion, then 1.9 billion, and then 2.4 billion. And although it looks like their net income was moving in the wrong direction from 2020 to 2022, it looks like they are now on a good path since 2023, and it is just moving up. In the last year, their net income went up 119%. So that is what I want to see from my companies, is consistent growth. So now let's take a look at what analysts think. So currently it's being covered by 32 analysts, and out of the 32 analysts, 22 have it as a strong buy, 2 have it as a moderate buy, and 8 have it as a hold, and there are 0 analysts who have it as a sell. All right, so it currently has a rating of 4.44 out of 5 on the rating values. But take a look at this. So as far as analyst price targets, analysts currently have it as a high target of 150, a mean target of 114, and even a low target of $57, which it is lower than that as we speak. So I want to take advantage of these investors acting very irrational and selling off this stock. And for me personally, I want to load the boat at anywhere at $50 or below. All right, so it's currently at $54. So let's take a look at what option strategy we want to use for the trade desk. In this scenario, I'm going to sell puts at the price that I want to purchase the stock at. Now, if you're new to options, I'll explain everything in a moment. However, if you're experienced at selling puts, well, make sure you stay to the end because I'm going to show you a better way to go about it. So the objective of selling puts is to, 1, generate income. All right, the first thing we want to do is make money, of course. And then the second is to buy the underlying stock at a cheaper price than what it's selling for today. All right, so if you're selling puts, you either want to do one or the other, or in this case, you want to do both. And selling puts is very much just like selling insurance, but instead of for a house or a car, you're doing it for a stock. And here's an example. So we said the trade desk is currently trading for $54. I could sell a put, let's say, at $50. And what I'm doing is I'm telling the buyer, hey, I will buy the shares of the trade desk from you at $50 if the stock price drops below my strike by the expiration date. But for doing so, you have to pay me, let's say, $200 up front. And this contract is only good for 30 days. And so once you've done that, here's the 2 things that can happen. Either the trade desk stays above the $50 strike and you just keep the $200 and go about your day, just like your car insurance company keeps the premium that you pay them every single month, whether you get into a crash or you don't. All right, so first scenario, the trade desk stays above $50 and you keep your money and go about your day. And then the second scenario is the trade desk drops below the $50 mark, and then you'll buy 100 shares of the company per contract at the $50 mark. But you still keep the $200 premium that you were paid. But in this case, it's a win-win for you because you would only do this trade on a company that you would want to own at the price you want to own it at. And that is the case for me with the trade desk. I want to load up on it at anywhere at $50 or below. So let me show you the few data points that I look at prior to selling any puts. Now, the first thing that I take a look at are the Bollinger Bands. So the Bollinger Bands are these black lines up here, but they aim to show you the price range that a stock is expected to trade within. And typically it's about 95% accurate. So we're on the 6-month chart now. But you can see anytime that it popped out of the Bollinger Band, it popped back inside, popped out for a few days, popped back inside, popped out, popped back inside. But most of the time it trades within the Bollinger Band. Now, of course, after this earnings drop, it popped way out of the Bollinger Band and then it came back inside. Now it's been out of it for a few days again, but there is a good chance it's going to pop back inside. All right, so typically when it is out of the Bollinger Band on the downside is a pretty good sign that it has been oversold. So I like what I see there. Now let's head over to Think or Swim. But real quick, if you know anybody that you think could benefit from learning from me, please tell them about the Trader Freedom community. The link is in the description below. But not only will they get to see my exact trades when I answer them, but they'll also get my entire Trader Freedom course, which shows you my full formula for trading options. And thirdly, they'll be within a community of other traders that all have the exact same goals as them. And then fourthly, they get full access to me to ask me questions at any given time. So if you know anybody that is looking to learn, that is looking to generate income off of the cash that they have, please send them the link below in the description. But let's get back to the video. All right, so now we're in Think or Swim and I have the trade desk pulled up. And so the next thing we want to do is select our expiration date. And typically when selling puts, you want to select a date within 45 days. Now that doesn't mean you have to go 45 days out. It just needs to be within 45 days. So we could do the 42, 34, 28, 21, 14, 7 days. But for the fastest time decay, which is what we want as option sellers, we want to stick within 45 days. All right, so I think I'm going to go about 34 days out, which is April 17th. Now, the second data point that I want to look at is the delta. So we can see delta in this column here, but I use delta as the probability of an event occurring. All right, so at this 0.29 delta, which is at this $50 strike, there's about a 29% chance that the trade desk stock, which is currently at $54, drops down to $50 by this expiration that is 34 days out. So in other words, you would have about a 71% probability of profit. Now, when my account was smaller, I used to go with any delta of 0.30 or below. So that $50 strike would work perfectly. However, now that my account is a little bigger, I usually use a little bit more conservative numbers. So now I go with a delta of up to 0.20. So the 0.20 delta gives us a strike of $47.50. So I know that is the highest that I would be willing to go. Now, the third data point that I look at is the expected move. So if we come up here, we can see this plus or minus sign with a number next to it, and that is the expected move. So that is the largest move that the options market currently has priced in for this stock and for this expiration date. And so we can see it's currently at $7.70. And so that would put us somewhere around that $47 mark if the stock were to go down. So that works perfect for me. So I think I would either select either this 47.5 strike or I would select the $45 strike. It really just depends on how aggressive you are. But like I said at the beginning of the video, since I do want to load the boat at anywhere $50 or less, I'm going to go ahead and select the $47.50 strike. So I'll go ahead and click it. So it brings up our ticket. We are selling a contract. And here we can put the amount of contracts that we want. For the purposes of this video, leave it to 1. But just remember, every contract that you sell, you are agreeing to possibly purchase 100 shares of the company at that price if the stock price drops below your strike. And I personally want way more than 100 shares of this company. But what I'll do is every few days, especially on red days, I'll sell another contract in order to kind of dollar cost average in. And that is another tip, is to sell puts on red days because you'll get more money per contract. But we have that set, and then at the mid price, we can get about $1.25. And remember, every contract is worth 100 shares. So whatever price you see, you would multiply by 100 in order to know how much you would receive. So in this case, once I sell this put, I will receive $125 upfront right here, right now. And then whenever you're ready, you can just hit review and place the trade. Now let's go down here and look at the profit and loss chart. So here we can see where this red mark is where the stock price is currently, right at about $54. And if we look at that number there at the top left, you'll see how much this contract will be worth on the day of expiration. We can see if the stock price goes up, we just make the money that we received, which was the $125. If the stock price stays the same, we'll make it the $125. If the stock price even goes down some, we make the $125. Now, it's not until the stock price gets near our strike, which was $47.50, that we start to make less money. So slowly going down, we'll make less and less money. And then our break even mark will be right around $46.25. And if the stock price continues to go down, well, that is when you would start losing money. However, in this case, you wouldn't care because you wanted that stock at that price anyway. So worst case scenario in this situation is the trade desk expires under your $47.50 strike, and then you'll be forced to buy the shares at $47.50. And so really it's a win-win, because in either situation, you're getting paid just to wait. It's either I get paid just to wait and the stock doesn't go below my strike, or I get paid just to wait and the stock does go below my strike. And I buy the shares of a company that I really wanted at that cheaper price. And that sounds like a win-win to me. But ladies and gentlemen, again, if you know anybody that could benefit from joining the Trade to Freedom community, the link is in the description below. Send it to them right now so we can help them generate some income off of the money that they already have. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.